This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. I'm Mark Mazurek. The Community Foundation of Muncie and Delaware County has released its plan to strengthen the arts landscape in Muncie. The Creative Space Action Plan was conducted by Minneapolis-based Art Space Consulting and outlines a series of goals to expand affordable creative spaces and support the arts as a driving force for economic growth. Executive Director Marcy Minton says the foundation wants to create a strong sense of belonging for creatives through the plan. She said one of the first goals is to establish a true arts service organization that will serve as a backbone for the project.
So this looks and feels a little bit like an arts district, but we hesitate to call it that because it really is a corridor where arts anchors already exist, and we want to strengthen that area.
One of the long-term goals in the plan is to create a defined creative corridor downtown connected by trail and transportation options to Ball State University and the Minnetrista Museum and Gardens. Massachusetts-based Biometry Inc., which was among the 5 winners of Elevate Ventures 2023 IN Prize Pitch Contest, has established a presence in central Indiana and recently secured $5 million in venture funding. The company, which does business as My Biometry, is developing a non-invasive breath test that helps patients with asthma and chronic obstruction pulmonary disease monitor their conditions and prevent flare-ups. My Biometry announced this month it has closed on a $5 million seed round. Investors in that round include Indianapolis-based Elevate Ventures and CareSource Indiana. Elevate Ventures' investment in Biometry is associated with the company's participation in the IN Prize contest, which debuted last year at Elevate Ventures' Rally Innovation Conference. The goal of the pitch contest is to promote innovation and entrepreneurship in Indiana and to attract new business to the state. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Central Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the IEDC invite you to Engage Central Indiana, December 12th in Indianapolis, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Join us for a day focused on Central Indiana's growth. Connect with fellow leaders and walk away with bold new thinking to help your region thrive. RSVP now at ibj.com/engage.
Once a reminder of a different era in railroad history and now a safety concern, Amtrak officials are asking for approvals to tear down a historic coaling station in Michigan City. The tower was built in 1923. It's 100 feet tall and once helped pour coal into trains. Now it's fallen into disrepair and poses safety risks to Amtrak's 8 daily passenger trains that run beneath it. According to the Times of Northwest Indiana, Amtrak representatives have requested an exception from Michigan City's noise ordinance that would allow crews to efficiently tear down the structure. Amtrak says it could remove the tower in 14 days if it's allowed to work around the clock. The Times reports Michigan City officials seem likely to grant that exception, though Amtrak also needs approval from the Federal Railroad Administration. That means work likely won't start until late 2025. The tower is right next to State Highway 12, but that would remain open during construction, with Amtrak busing passengers between Chicago and New Buffalo, Michigan, while the work is being done. An Indianapolis philanthropic leader received the 2024 Sachem Award from Governor Eric Holcomb, the latest in a long line of Hoosiers honored for their community contributions. Clay Robbins, the chair and CEO of the Lilly Endowment, is a lifelong Hoosier born and raised in the state's largest city. Robbins is a graduate of Perry Meridian High School and Wabash College. He additionally earned his Juris Doctorate from Vanderbilt Law School in 1982. He joined the Lilly Endowment in 1993. Since its founding in 1999, Robbins has also been a board member of the Central Indiana Corporate Partnership. He is a former board member of United Way of Central Indiana, the Greater Indianapolis Chamber of Commerce, the Greater Indianapolis Progress Committee, and Damar Houses, Inc. The Perry County City of Cannleton and nonprofit preservation organization Indiana Landmarks are seeking developers to save a historic downtown building. Indiana Landmarks says the 2-story Italiante commercial building on Washington Street will be torn down by the end of the year because of its condition if a new owner isn't found. In addition to the $20,000 grant from the city, the building is eligible to receive federal rehabilitation tax credits as an income-producing property. For more information about potentially rehabilitating the building, head to InsideIndianaBusiness.com. The leader of a nonprofit looking to break the cycle of poverty in Indianapolis, Shepherd Community Center CEO Jay Height is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast, hosted by Gary Dick, presented by PNC. A weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.